that's why they keep the flags. Something like this. If there's anything, any fact about it, you can just that
About
would
the
be
American
great.
flag in particular?
Yeah,
of
they were
course.
saying about that, and I got that. That's
Yeah.
just an example. If there's anything like this, you know.
Well,
you can
In-N-Out Burger right here is a staple in California.
Yeah.
Americans love fast food, but in California we have better fast food. We have In-N-Out Burger. And
Wow.
so it's a simple menu. They have hamburger or cheeseburger. They have fries and milkshakes. It's really simple. But we have a secret menu. You can order extra ingredients to make it something special. And so a lot of Americans, and especially in California, we go to In-N-Out Burger. It's just something that we do. It's like our culture. And so especially in San Diego, we have American culture and Mexican culture a lot. So we have Taco Tuesday. So every Tuesday, a lot of people in San Diego will eat tacos. My favorite are vegetarian tacos, like maybe poblano peppers, beans, maybe some rice. So Taco Tuesday and In-N-Out Burger. These are two things that every person in California knows and they love.
Wow. And I've heard about San Diego that, San Diego is the only city in the U.S. that has a very, about the weather.
Yeah.
So there's no too cold, there's no, too hard.
Yeah.
So is that true?
Absolutely. The weather in San Diego is very stable.
Wow.
In the summer, it gets hot in San Diego, maybe 29, 30 degrees in the summer.
Wow.
But in the winter, it's maybe like 20 degrees, maximum coldness. And so for the whole year, we have between 20 and 30 degrees. It's really stable. We have sun more than 300 days in the year. We have sunshine. We get very little rain. It's dry, there's no humidity, and so it's very comfortable. Even when it's hot outside and sunny, it's very comfortable. So, you don't have to worry about getting a heavy jacket or wearing, shorts if it's not your culture. You can wear whatever you want and be comfortable no matter where you are.
Wow, that's great.
And I have a question for you. Do you know the nickname for San Diego? For example, New York is the Big Apple.
Yeah.
Los Angeles is the City of Angels. What is
Yeah.
San Diego?
I don't know that.
America's finest city.
Oh, America's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And so it's because we have beautiful weather, really nice people, we have amazing food, we've got great culture, we have good universities and colleges and English schools, and really it's just the best city in the United States. I've lived in a lot of cities. I've lived in Boston, I've lived in Michigan, I've lived in Santa Barbara, California, LA. San Diego is my favorite city for real.
That's what I've heard a lot of Americans say that. Wow.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing all this information.
You're welcome.
So
of
how
course.
far is the university now?
We're probably 8 minutes from
8 minutes?
CSU
Okay.
San Marcos.
Okay, that's great.
Are we on the 78?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
this highway up here, we're in North County, San Diego. This highway right here, the 78, is like one of the most popular highways. And so it connects the ocean, which is on the I-5. It connects the ocean to inland San Diego County. So that would be like Vista or the I-15 highway. And so the 78 kind of goes between the I-5 on the west and the I-15 on the east. And that's where CSU San Marcos is located, is right off the I-78 in the city of San Marcos, California. It's
Wow.
beautiful. I've been to San Marcos a lot. It's really nice.
That's
And
great.
there's cool stuff up here. Like, I don't know if you guys or your students like craft beer, but San Diego is known as having really good craft breweries. So if you like beer, San Diego has some really good choices for you. And especially here in San Marcos and Escondido, we have a wide variety of craft beer locations where you can get anything from lagers, India Pale Ales, stouts, sour beers. Those are my favorite. And of course, we have beautiful beer gardens where you can sit outside under the palm trees. You can sip a beer and talk to your friends and have delicious food for dinner. It's a really wonderful place to visit, to live anywhere, honestly. North County is beautiful, San Diego is beautiful, and it's just a short drive from downtown San Diego.
Wow, that's great. I have a question for you. We don't really notice any traffic police officers here on the street. They don't stay here, or how do they observe, the people if they're speeding very fast or when they're driving? So how do they actually see us?
That's a good question. And somebody told me this, and I think it's true. They said in places where people drive really crazy, there's
Yeah.
a lot of police officers because the people drive crazy.
Yeah.
In places where there are not a lot of police officers, it's because people are driving safely.
Okay.
In California and in the United States, we learn to drive very young. We learn to drive when we're 14 or 15 years old. And
Yeah.
so Americans grow up driving cars. Many of us own cars when we're 16 years old or drive cars to school, to college. And so American driving is very much part of the culture. And this means that we have really safe roads. Our police know when and where to see the speeders or the people who are driving crazy. But realistically, people drive safely. And so you can see here there's no accidents. We don't have a lot of police. If there's a small bump,
Yeah.
you can move off the road safely and, exchange your insurance information. It's really simple and easy. We also make sure that every driver has car insurance. So if there is an accident, your insurance will pay for it. And this is a law in California. Everybody must have car insurance. And so if you're in a small accident, someone else will pay for it. Your insurance will pay for it. And it's just another way that we keep drivers safe.
Wow, that's great. And I've heard also about motorbikes, motorbike. If they want to ride that bike, let's say, they need to have a very special type of license. Is that true?
Yes, you need to have a motorcycle license.
Yeah.
Also, if you drive a big truck, for example, you have to have a special license for truck driving, car driving. If you are driving a limousine, you have to have a special
Yeah.
license, and for motorcycle. So other than a personal passenger car like we are driving in right now, you would need to have a special license to drive a bus or anything else like that.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you for all the information. Oh, last question for you.
Yeah.
So I don't see a very big trucks running here. So is it like they have a different routes or?
Yeah, this particular highway does not have a lot of interstate routes, and so this particular highway won't have a lot of big trucks. We call them semi-trucks. You would see those on the major highways like the I-5, the I-15, maybe the I-8, which goes east and west. And so a lot of the smaller highways like this I-78 that we're on right now, we don't have a lot of big trucks, and so it's really safe for drivers who maybe are unsure or maybe uncomfortable driving around big trucks. A lot of California roads are not populated with big trucks, mostly just small passenger cars.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you for all the great information.
You're so welcome.
It's been a really one video,
That's
So
great.
sorry.
No problem. I do this for a living, so I'm happy.
Oh, wow.
I'm happy to talk about San Diego. It's my favorite
Yeah,
city in
wow.
the world.
Like last time I've heard one okay, that I'll talk